Another item that just came to our attention in the last 24 hours, and that is, as you may know, we, as a board, had a committee recommend candidate for the position of state-appointed Harbormaster. The issue began really, if we go back to 2008, when it was my desire to see the position removed from the town employee to a citizen, and we had Mr. Jonathan Ash, who served through June 30th of this year, and we recommended a successor to that gentleman by the name of Billy Fox, who is a resident of North Miami and professionally a Stanford police officer. That recommendation was made unanimously by this board and sent to the new governor, and that appointment was pending. We did receive an acknowledgement of the letter that we sent recommending Mr. Fox, but we never received any other correspondence, and the only discussions that occurred on it were through the press and unfortunately through the political environs, which I'll leave for another report in another venue. Last evening I received an email that the governor's office did appoint, and an email from the individual appointed William Ian McMillan to be the town of Greenwich Harbormaster. Ian is someone who we have worked closely with here in the town. He's very active in the boating community. He's passionate about it. He's extremely knowledgeable, and was one of the two candidates recommended, or I should say considered. He was not recommended. The governor's office did not communicate with the chief elected official this decision, although I do have a letter here dated December 14th from Ian that he received electronically, which I am carbon copied, so I expect to get it in the next day or two. But clearly we've had a process that was less than ideal, and in all candor, politics had unfortunately gotten in the way of the issue. But that being said, that's yesterday. Today is today, and tomorrow is tomorrow. So for the purposes of this meeting, I want to say congratulations to Ian McMillan. We have someone who's certainly committed to the issue of the waterfront. We need someone who is committed, and we will, and I will commit to work with him over the next period of time that I'm in this office for the betterment of the waterfront. So that's.
Can I just say a couple of things too? Sure. Also, congratulations to Ian as well. Just for the record, I don't know him very well. Coincidentally, he was at the legislative breakfast. I saw him in our offices. So, like all of us, I think Dave knows him well, and I think Peter does. I don't. So I asked to meet with him. I will say, in terms of the notification process through the governor's office, just for the record, and I'm just factually telling you what happened from my point of view as well. Andrew McDonald, chief counsel, reached out to me yesterday to inform of the decision. Now, you can debate whether or not that was proper or not, but that's here nor there. But I just want to. There was an attempt made by the office to me through Andrew McDonald, his chief counsel. So that's really all I have to say about it as well. I mean.
Yeah, and I think the facts, I was just saying, the facts speak for themselves, and I don't want to necessarily give my opinions about that process in this forum. I will give them to the press outside of this forum, though.
You know, can I add that since I headed the search committee, a bipartisan search committee, I'm a little disappointed that it ended up taking this course of action, since we gave both candidates, great opportunity to explain their views and their credentials, and we felt that we put forth the right candidate. But unfortunately, I have to feel that there was a little bit of petty partisanship going on here, which is a little distressing and disappointing, and perhaps disrespectful to our chief elected official as well. And we represent the will of the people, and it didn't seem to matter in this case. So I also wish Ian McMillan well, and look forward to working with him. And I hope the voters will accept him, the voters, not voters, voters will accept him as well.
Great, thank you.
I'm sorry. Sure. Just add one thing too. What you don't want to happen here is to, with the press or with us as well. We are congratulating Ian and whatnot, and Billy Fox wished him as well. Like the board said, this was a unanimous decision of voting for him. We just don't hope it gets caught up in Ian and Bill, that's the unfortunate, yeah.
Well, it certainly shouldn't from our part, but let's be candid here with the press. I mean, Scoop Victor here will want to investigate what went behind the decision not to support the Board of Selectmen's choice. And as I said, I'll talk to you about that later, but there were press stories about what people said and what didn't say. None of them were corroborated, and your publication was the one who fueled that. And I just point that out because...
Any chance he can.
No, because that's a fact. It's history. But I'm just saying, so we'll deal with that offline. It's not really necessary for this forum. We're here to say, Ian, congratulations. We're going to work with you. You got an important job to do, and no one will question his passion for the waterfront and for sailing and boating. So that being said, we have on our agenda appointments and nominations, and at this time I would ask for a motion to take up appointments and nominations in advance of our old business.